Welcome dear friend. Today we discuss BSc first year semester first subject chemistry unit number 3 reactive intermediates. Topic stability of carbocation. Dear students, in previous lecture we discussed about the carbocations. Now here we discuss the stability of carbocations. Myself, Dr. Suryakant Mandas Boru, head of the Department of Chemistry, Late Kumari, Durga Kanara Urban Middle Science College, Lonar. Now you know that what is meant by carbocation. Carbocation is nothing but the positive charge carries carbon atom containing 6 electrons in its valence shell is called as carbocation. Now in previous lecture we discussed about the what is meant by carbocation, how it is formed, what is the characteristics or features of carbocations and reactions of carbocations. Now in this lecture we discuss the stability of carbocation. Which carbocation is stable and why? So in case of stability of carbocation influenced by some effects or factors such as inductive effect, resonance, hyperconjugations, like this. So we discuss one by one. Now what is the effect of inductive effect on the stability of carbocation? Dear student, you know that inductive effect. Inductive effect is nothing but it is a permanent polarization in between the bonded atom, and which is due to the electronegative difference between the bonded atoms. Here bonded atom acquire partial positive and negative charge, and there are two types of inductive effect: positive inductive effect and negative inductive effect. As the electron releasing group such as alkyl group attached to the carbon atom, then positive inductive effect develop. And that carbocation or cation form. So increase the maximum alkyl group or electron releasing group to that positive carbon atom, dispersal of positive charge and increase the stability of the carbocation. That means as the positive charge carries carbon attached to the different or maximum number of alkyl group, that means electron releasing group, so the efficiency of that carbon atom slightly decreases, and due to this stability of that carbocation increases. Thus tertiary carbocation is more stable than that of the secondary carbocation, which is turned into more stable than that of the primary carbocation also. Now for example, here tertiary butyl carbocation. Now this carbocation, that means this carbon atom directly linked with these 1, 2 and 3 alkyl group, that means methyl group. And alkyl group acts as electron releasing group. So the positive charge on this carbon atom disperses, or the intensity of that positive charge decreases. So the stability of this carbocation increases as compared to this secondary carbocation, that means example isopropyl carbocation. Why? Because here electron releasing group or donor, here 2 alkyl group, but here 3 alkyl groups. So as compared to this isopropyl or secondary carbocation, tertiary carbocation is more stable. Similarly, in case of isopropyl and ethyl carbocations directly link with the only one alkyl group, that means methyl group. But now in isopropyl, 2 methyl groups is directly linked with it, that carbocation or carbon atom which carries positive charge. So here isopropyl is more stable. Why? Because releasing group is 2, here releasing group is 1 in case of ethyl or primary. So isopropyl, that means secondary carbocation, is more stable. Similarly in ethyl and methyl group, ethyl group at least one methyl group is directly linked with this positive charge carries carbon. That's why it's more stable as compared to the methyl. That means here plus I effect, electron due to the electron releasing effect or due to the electron releasing group, positive inductive effect here develop, and which is responsible to increase the stability of tertiary carbocation as compared to secondary, or secondary is more stable as compared to the primary, and primary is more stable as compared to the methyl due to the positive inductive effect. Why? Because positive inductive effect is for positive charge, but negative effect due to the electron withdrawing group destabilize that carbocation. Negative effect due to electron withdrawing group destabilize the carbocation. Now this is the first factor or first effect which affect the or influence the stability of carbocation. Now in second case, resonance effect or resonance, that means explain the stability of carbocation influenced by resonance. So question has the explain the stability of alkyl carbocation and N-propyl carbocation. Now here carbocation which involve the resonance, more stability. So the carbocation which involve resonance are more stable than those which involve in resonance. Those not involved in resonance. So in resonance, delocalization of positive charge increases and increase the stability of that carbocation. For example, alkyl carbocation is more stable than that of the N-propyl carbocation. Why? Because in alkyl carbocation, resonance occur or resonance involved in alkyl carbocation, while in N-propyl carbocation do not involve the resonance, because in alkyl carbocation the positive charge on that carbon atom here transfer to the another terminal carbon atom due to the presence of double bond, pi bond. So here delocalizations take place to form the resonance. But in case of N-propyl, such type of resonance is not occur in a N-propyl carbocation. Now here alkyl carbocation resonance structure. Now here is a allyl carbocation resonance structures. Now this is the allyl carbon structure, first structure of allyl carbocation. This is the positive charge carbon, that's one allyl carbocation. Now this pi bond here sit here and positive charge on this terminal carbon atom. So you use the second resonance structures, and this is the resonance hybrid of allyl carbocation. But in case of N-propyl carbocation, due to the absence of pi bond, there is no resonance occur in a N-propyl carbocations. So as the resonance structure increases, stability increases. In this case, allyl carbocation shows two resonance structures, while N-propyl no resonance occur in N-propyl carbocation. That's why allyl carbocation is more stable as compared to the N-propyl carbocation. We discuss about again one more example is benzyl carbocation here. Benzyl carbocation stabilization increases due to the formation of this resonance structure. This is resonance structure first, second, third, fourth like. Now this is the benzyl carbocation. Now this is second part or second effect which occur or influence the stability of carbocation. Now hyperconjugation.
Now in that hyperconjugations, alkyl group release the electron via hyperconjugation effect and will increase the stability of carbocation. That means greater the hyperconjugated structure, greater the stability of carbocation. Now in that case, decreasing the stability of alkyl carbocation as tertiary butyl carbocation is more stable because which gives the 9 hyperconjugated structures. While isopropyl carbocation, that means secondary carbocation, is more stable as compared to the ethyl carbocation because ethyl carbocation gives maximum number of that means 6 number of resonating structures. Similarly, ethyl carbocation gives 3 resonating structures, 3 hyperconjugative structures. Hence, the stability increases as tertiary butyl is more stable than that of the isopropyl. Isopropyl is more stable than that of the ethyl, and ethyl is more stable than that of the methyl carbocation on the basis of hyperconjugate structures. We explain one by one as the tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary carbocation and secondary more stable than primary. That means stability order as tertiary more stable, then secondary, then primary, and lastly methyl carbocation. Now carbocation which gives the maximum structures of hyperconjugation which is a more stable. So let's consider the tertiary butyl carbocations. Tertiary butyl carbocations as one hydrogen removed from this carbon atom, attaching carbon atom to this positive charge carries carbon or carbocation. It gives resonating structure first, resonating structure second, hyperconjugated structure first, hyperconjugation structure second, and hyperconjugated structure third, related with the first CH3 group. Similarly, in this CH3 group again gives 3 hyperconjugated structures. Here again gives 3 hyperconjugated structures. In this tertiary butyl carbocation gives 9 hyperconjugative structures. Now, in case of a secondary or isopropyl carbocation, it gives 6 hyperconjugated structures due to the 2 CH3 group directly attached to the carbocation. While in case of ethyl carbocation, only one CH3 group attached to the carbocation or positive charge carrier is gives 3 hyperconjugation or hyperconjugated structures. Thus, the tertiary butyl carbocation is more stable than primary and secondary carbocation. Is the stability of carbocation on the basis of first resonance, first inductive effect, second resonance, and third hyperconjugation. Now move towards the next part, reactions of carbocations, chemical reactions or reactions of carbocations. Now in first combination with the carbocations or carbocations combined with another electrophile, another nucleophile, because carbocation itself acts as a electrophile. Now consider tertiary butyl carbocation react with this hydroxy group acts as a nucleophile, then it gives tertiary butyl alcohol. That means here the combination reactions. Second, chemical reactions of carbocation, eliminations of proton. Now consider example ethyl carbocation. In ethyl carbocation, remove the hydrogen atom or proton from the adjacent carbon atom of carbocation and to form double bond in between the two carbocation, carbon and adjacent carbon to form ethylene, that means alkene. So this is the elimination of proton, and due to the elimination of proton from the carbocation, it gives double bond containing compound, that means alkene or olefin. Now the third chemical reactions, addition to the double bond and to produce higher carbocation. Now this is the carbocation, addition take place here in between these double bonds, that means this is double bond containing compounds. Now one of the carbon atom in between this double bond acts as a cation or anion. So this carbocation directly attached with the anion like this here and to form the higher carbocation, to form this higher carbocation. And now the next reactions, rearrangement to produce a more stable carbocation. To produce more stable carbocation. Now here primary, that means N-propyl carbocation. N-propyl carbocation is less stable with the primary carbocation as compared to the isopropyl, that means secondary propyl carbocation. So this N-propyl carbocation get converted into isopropyl, that means primary carbocation get converted into secondary carbocation. Secondary carbon, that is rearrangement reactions, and due to this which increase the stability of carbocations. Now this is known about the reactions of carbocations and stability of carbocations. Here, in stability of carbocation, first discuss inductive effect, second resonance effect, and third hyperconjugation. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आपण या ठिकाणी कार्बोकॅटायनची स्टॅबिलिटी बघत आहोत आणि त्यामध्ये आपण स्टॅबिलिटीला अफेक्ट करणारे, स्टॅबिलिटीवर परिणाम करणारे काही फॅक्टर्स, आपण काही इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट्स आपण या ठिकाणी डिस्कस करत आहोत आणि त्याच्या आधारे आपल्याला कार्बोकॅटायनची स्टॅबिलिटी यामध्ये सांगायची आहे. तर त्यामध्ये फर्स्ट आहे इंडक्टिव्ह इफेक्ट. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की रिलीजिंग ग्रुप जर डायरेक्टली अटॅच असेल तर इंडक्टिव्ह इफेक्ट हा काय होतो, पॉझिटिव्ह इंडक्टिव्ह इफेक्ट आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी पाहायला मिळतो आणि त्यामुळे स्टॅबिलिटी जी आहे कार्बोकॅटायनची ती इन्क्रीज होते. का? कारण पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज ऑन दॅट कार्बन ॲटम डिस्पर्स. म्हणजे त्याचा अर्थ असा की ॲज increases the alkyl group or electron releasing group to that attached to that carbon atom, increase the stability of carbon atoms. या फर्स्ट पार्ट मध्ये ड्यू टू द पॉझिटिव्ह इंडक्टिव्ह इफेक्ट इन्क्रीज द स्टॅबिलिटी ऑफ कार्बोकॅटायन हे आपल्याला यामध्ये एका ओळीमध्ये सांगता येईल. त्याच पद्धतीने यामध्ये रेझोनन्स मध्ये म्हणजे सेकंड जो फॅक्टर आहे विच अफेक्ट द स्टॅबिलिटी ऑफ कार्बोकॅटायन तो आहे रेझोनन्स. रेझोनन्स फॉर्म जेवढे जास्त, रेझोनन्स स्ट्रक्चर जेवढे जास्त तेवढी स्टॅबिलिटी त्यामध्ये आपल्याला कार्बोकॅटायनची वाढताना दिसते. उदाहरण जर आपण घेतलं यामध्ये अलिल कार्बोकॅटायन आणि एन प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन या दोन्ही एक्झाम्पल मध्ये आपल्याला बघा यामध्ये पाहायला मिळेल 3 कार्बन इथेही आहे, 3 कार्बन इथेही आहे. परंतु इन केस ऑफ अलिल देयर इज वन डबल बॉन्ड, एक डबल बॉन्ड त्यामध्ये आहे कार्बन कार्बन मध्ये, त्यामुळे तो जस्ट डबल बॉन्ड शिफ्ट होऊन आपल्याला रेझोनन्स या ठिकाणी पाहायला मिळते. पण एन प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन मध्ये असं काही होत नाही, त्यामुळे इथे रेझोनन्स आपल्याला पाहायला मिळत नाही. म्हणजे एन प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन मध्ये रेझोनन्स अब्सेंट आहे, तर अलिल प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन मध्ये रेझोनन्स आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतो. म्हणून अलिल कार्बोकॅटायन हे मोर स्टेबल आहे एन प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन पेक्षा. आणि तिसऱ्या याच्यामध्ये आपण बघितलं हायपर कॉन्जुगेशन. आपल्याला माहिती आहे हायपर कॉन्जुगेशन साठी अल्फा हायड्रोजन ॲटम म्हणजे एक सिग्मा बॉन्ड इन बिटवीन अल्फा हायड्रोजन आणि अल्फा कार्बन हा असायला हवा. जेवढे अल्फा हायड्रोजन जास्त तेवढी त्यामध्ये हायपर कॉन्जुगेटिव्ह प्रोड्यूस करण्याची कॅपॅसिटी जास्त. आता आपण जर बघितलं या ठिकाणी टर्शियरी ब्युटील मध्ये हा एक अल्फा कार्बन हा एक आहे आणि हा एक आहे आणि प्रत्येकावर हे 3 अल्फा हायड्रोजन आहे. दॅट मीन्स याचा अर्थ असा की टर्शियरी ब्युटील कार्बोकॅटायन हा आपल्याला हे 3 हायड्रोजन रिमूव्ह करून 3 स्ट्रक्चर मिळेल, नंतर हे 3 हायड्रोजन रिमूव्ह करून हे 3 स्ट्रक्चर मिळेल, हे 3 हायड्रोजन मिळून हे 3 स्ट्रक्चर, म्हणजे असे एकूण आपल्याला 9 हायपर कॉन्जुगेटिव्ह स्ट्रक्चर्स यामध्ये आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. कशाच्या? इन केस ऑफ टर्शियरी कार्बोकॅटायनच्या केस. तसंच सेकंडरी मध्ये आपल्याला 6 मिळेल. यामध्ये सेकंडरी एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला 6 स्ट्रक्चर यामध्ये पाहायला मिळेल आणि प्रायमरी मध्ये 3 स्ट्रक्चर आपल्याला यामध्ये पाहायला मिळेल. आणि आपल्याला माहिती आहे इन केस ऑफ हायपर कॉन्जुगेशन दोज कंपाउंड गिव्स ऑर स्पीसीज गिव्स मॅक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ हायपर कॉन्जुगेटिव्ह स्ट्रक्चर विच इज अ मोर स्टेबल. म्हणून या ठिकाणी आपल्याला एका वाक्याचं सांगायचं असेल तर टर्शियरी कार्बोकॅटायन इज मोर स्टेबल on the basis of hyperconjugation because we produce 9 hyperconjugated structure. Example tertiary butyl carbocation. आणि त्यानंतर आपण बघितलं रिएक्शन्स ऑफ कार्बोकॅटायन. फर्स्ट रिएक्शन घेतली कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन्स म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रोफाइल आणि न्यूक्लियोफाइल कंबाईन झाले. यामध्ये आपण टर्शियरी ब्युटील कार्बोकॅटायनचं एक्झाम्पल घेतलंय which attack on nucleophile that means OH negative and to form tertiary butyl alcohol. तसंच आता यामध्ये सेकंड एक्झाम्पल जे आहे, सेकंड रिएक्शन जे आहे इलिमिनेशन ऑफ प्रोटॉन. म्हणजे यामध्ये इथिल कार्बोकॅटायन मधला हा प्रोटॉन जो आहे इथला हा प्रोटॉन रिमूव्ह होतो, म्हणजे हायड्रोजन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज विच इज नोन एज प्रोटॉन तो रिमूव्ह होतोय. आणि आपल्याला यामध्ये म्हणजे हायड्रोजन जर पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज म्हणून रिमूव्ह झाला तर या कार्बनवर निगेटिव्ह चार्ज येईल. हा निगेटिव्ह चार्ज असलेला कार्बन म्हणजे रिच कार्बन आणि हा इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफिशियंट कार्बन यामध्ये डबल बॉन्ड फॉर्म होईल. त्यानंतर तिसरी रिएक्शन आहे ऍडिशन टू डबल बॉन्ड टू प्रोड्यूस हायर कार्बोकॅटायन. म्हणजे आपला हा जो कार्बोकॅटायन आहे हा डबल बॉन्डवर अटॅक करेल आणि हायर कार्बोकॅटायन यामध्ये काय होईल फॉर्म करेल. त्याचबरोबर शेवटची रिएक्शन जे बघितली आपण ती आहे रिअरेंजमेंट टू प्रोड्यूस मोर स्टेबल कार्बोकॅटायन. म्हणजे कंपाऊंड चेंज न करता जास्त रिअरेंजमेंट करायची आहे. उदाहरणार्थ यामध्ये प्रायमरी एन प्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन आहे, हा कन्वर्ट होतो सेकंडरी आयसोप्रोपिल कार्बोकॅटायन मध्ये. आणि आपल्याला माहिती आहे की स्टॅबिलिटी जी आहे कार्बोकॅटायनची ती प्रायमरी टू टर्शियरी इन्क्रीज होत जाते. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी हा प्रायमरी तर हा सेकंडरी, म्हणजे हा सेकंडरी कसा असेल मोर स्टेबल. जस्ट रिअरेंजमेंट रिएक्शन्स यामध्ये आपल्याला मिळते. धन्यवाद विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो.